Well, a very good afternoon. The warmest of welcomes I extend to all. Welcome along here on behalf of the good team at EVES to our auction room. To our owners, of course, welcome into you, and may I extend the hand of gratitude for entrusting the exceptional team here at EVES with the marketing of your very fine property. It's certainly been our great privilege. A couple of introductions to make before we begin. Our General Manager, Tanya Swain, welcome into the room. The absolutely fabulous Sales Manager, Nikki Tracy, welcome into you. Alison Winnick will be assisting on the technology now. Alison will be displaying feats of both numerical and technological dexterity, as Alison is in charge of the all-important bid sequences, which will be displayed on the screen beside me here. The astute among you will know by now that Louis MacDonald is my name, and it's an absolute pleasure to be conducting proceedings, but simply here to cap off the very fine work of our lead agent, Melanie Waldron. Now, Melanie has spearheaded a fantastic auction campaign as we are here ahead of our scheduled auction dates. That is because our owners have been presented with a pre-auction offer which they have deemed acceptable to them in all respects. Momentarily, I will announce what the level of that contract price is, the dollar amount. Once I have done so, I will proceed to sell the property. But not before you will be granted the opportunity to compete for ownership here in our auction room by way of your bidding. Now, throughout the campaign, bidders and buyers, Melanie will have furnished you with documentation which will aid in your purchasing decision here this afternoon. Among that documentation, Melanie will have provided you with a copy of the Real Estate Authority's approved guide to sale and purchase agreements. You'll also have been supplied with a copy of the auction terms and particulars from which we work. And to those terms and particulars I take you now, good folk, as we run through the conduct of auction. It will slightly vary from what you will see on screen. The reserve price stubs as that contract price, which I will momentarily announce. There will be no vendor bidding, make that very clear to you, no vendor bidding here today with our auction. Now, bidders and buyers not aware of any what bidders bidding by proxy or competition is here in the room before you. Now, as the auctioneer, I may execute my right to refuse a bid if I do not deem it to be in the best interest of our owners. If a dispute during the bidding happens to arise, I shall simply arbitrate that dispute. I shall be your numerical conductor throughout the sweet symphony of the bidding. Follow my lead along to the grand finale of the call, which will be signified by the percussive of my gavel coming down on the rostrum like so. If you so happen to find yourself in that very fortunate position of holding the highest bid, well, congratulations, you are deemed to be our purchaser. Your obligations are therefore twofold. Sign your name on the memorandum of contract and pay a deposit of a neat, easy 10% of the purchase price. Bidders and buyers, those are your obligations as we are at this juncture. Any questions pertaining to the conduct of auction? Take your silence as acceptance. Jolly good. As we look towards our offering, Melanie Waldron brings to the market 15 Tanekaha Drive of Parihaki of Whangarei district, more formally described as an estate in freehold comprising of some 1,098 square metres, more or less, as we say, of pure terra firma, being lot 13, deposit plan 57944, fully contained and described on that record of title volume NA11B 3004 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Vacant possession is on offer to you on that settlement date described as 90 days plus 6 working days after the date of this agreement. In our further terms, I point out to you clause 23 regarding the heat pumps being sold as is, where is basis, and the vendor warranties under clause 9.31 will not apply towards those heat pumps. Copies of these have been in circulation and more available at the side of the room. 15 Tanekaha Drive. The offering elevated in position to capture stunning views over the Hatea River and Te Mata Apohi Bridge. Thoughtfully designed with entertaining in mind, the natural flow of the home out through those patio doors, giving that semblance, that symbiosis of indoor-outdoor flow onto the sun-soaked capacious deck, complete with your courtyard pergola, a perfect spot to appreciate the tranquil environs that surround the property. I'm sure your gin and tonics will taste pretty sweet right here. An expansive layout with accommodation provided by a trinity of spacious bedrooms, multiple living areas allowing the family space to retreat away from the cacophony of household life. Convenient in location with the city centre within walking distance, along with popular town basin loop, the iconic Huntavasser, bushwalks up Mount Parahaka. But if wining and dining is more your style, there is an array of fine eateries along the waterfront, along with cafes which you can frequent on a Saturday morning in your Lululemon. A wonderful property for consideration. As I welcome your participation, bidders and buyers, it's a pleasure to announce that I will sell the property now at 830,000. at 830,000 and selling for the want of a better bidder offer now at 830,000. I'll chase down a little 10 on the rise to put you at 840,000, the bid to be. But at 830,000 we are selling. I'll give you a moment to consider your options as I go around the room 3 times. First call here. 840 will put you in front. Twice the bid, little 5, even if it's there at 835. Third and final call. All out, all done. Congratulations, Sir Nan. Sold to you. That concludes our auctions today at EVES. Thank you very much for your attendance. To our underbidders, I salute you for your attendance. Rest assured the very fine team at EVES are here to assist you on your journey to ownership. All the best. Take care for now.